So, as many of you know, or maybe don't know, Jonah Hill is an actor. He's most recently known in his movie co-starring Lauren London, called I think it's called You People. It's on Netflix, and it's with Eddie Murphy and Nia Long. It's so he's an actor who's very established. But if you do not know him, you might know him from that. Just in case you don't, I'm sure a lot of people know who he is though. Um, so anyway, as things have been progressing and we have been talking about things in regards to the Keke Palmer situation, how she was out with her without her spouse, and she was in an outfit that he didn't approve of, and he vocalized his disapproval on social media, and he got a lot of backlash for it. Surprisingly, okay, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend, by the name of Sarah Brady. I am not sure who she is. I've never seen her. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I have no idea about anything in regards to this relationship. Well, I think, in my personal opinion, in just riding the wave and seeing how much support Keke got in this situation, she decided that she wanted to air out his dirty laundry on social media. And basically, as you can see, where maybe you won't see what I'm going to read it to you guys on this first post right at the top. She says, "This is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear." So everybody is in the comments like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like, are we going to have to cancel Jonah? Like, what happened? What did he do? Okay. Let me go ahead and show you guys, and then we're going to break it down. Okay. So in the first message, this is her scrolling, showing everybody, the things that he's talking about. But then she does screenshots. So in the screenshot, it says, I'm sharing this list. I'm going to read it in like my empathetic. "I'm sharing this publicly now because keeping it to myself was causing more damage to my mental health than sharing it could ever do. This is what healing looks like." Okay. So this is a message that she, I guess, sent to her friends, and I'm gonna paraphrase this. She's saying that she has, she feels relieved that the relationship is over because she's been through so much turmoil being with somebody public, and that she's been quote unquote covering for him. Based on all the things that they've gone through. She's so happy that she doesn't have to hide behind any of these things anymore. Like, this is what this message is saying. Now, this is the part where she is showing screenshots of text messages that the two of them have had together. So in this message is coming from Jonah to his girlfriend. Okay, so from man to woman. He made a list of things and was very blatant. He said, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundary-less inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post intimate pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or a coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for my romantic partnership, my boundaries with you based on the way these actions have hurt our trust. So then she decided to highlight and say, do you guys see the misuse of the term boundaries? Okay, before we go any further, we're going to break them down message by message. Okay? But you see, this is the problem that men are having with women nowadays. So everybody was mad when Keke's, boyfriend, baby daddy, a man that was cool enough to lay down with and procreate with, when he vocalized his boundaries, people were saying, oh, that's not right. He should have done it in private. Cool. This man is doing it in private. And this just goes to show you that women are never satisfied. I got to be honest. Because this is the comfort of a message between the two of you, First of all, this message is over 2 years ago. Why are we hearing about it now? Again, because it's riding the wave of getting that female support that she saw that happen with Kiki. This is my opinion. She's like, oh, let me go ahead and say something too so that y'all could, throw him in the same boat. This man is making a very clear, he's making it crystal. Okay, if you do this, and this, I don't respect that. I'm not going to have no problem with you. We could be cool as friends, but I'm not going to want to be in a relationship with a woman who has these traits. And you have the nerve to talk about you tired of defending him and hiding him. You're basically creating this whole scenario of how horrible this person is for stating that they respect themselves. I'm confused. Because women will stand on the front line and respect. Oh, well, I can't, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with that. He better not do this to me. He better not do that. Oh, well, you got to have a car. You got to have this amount of money. You got to have, this credit score. You got to be this tall. They will list things that are even superficial. But when a man is being real and standing on his square, all of a sudden you want to call him every name in the book. And I have to tie it to the previous situation because that's the same thing I said in the reaction about Kiki and her boyfriend. As soon as a masculine man decides to stand on his square and he doesn't waver to the feelings or to the opinions of a woman, women get livid. They can't stand it. You see, when their manipulation tactics don't work, or when they're trying to force upon you how they feel about something and you don't take the bait, ooh. It's like you just decided to ignite a whole issue that you wasn't even ready for. How dare you tell me no? How dare you go against my feelings? How dare you not let me do what I want to do, even if what I want to do is to my own demise? How dare you? Y'all don't see the foolishness that's going on. Y'all don't see the foolishness? Okay, there's more. I'm not going to read the other message because it's her message to him, and it's too much. Okay, now this is the next message. So she sent her response, and then his next response right after that was, "You're right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I have been as vulnerable as possible, and I am telling you, I am needing you to step up to the plate, which you can, I'm sure of it. But these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up, it's consideration. I respect your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive." Listen, he went there respectfully, okay? This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. If you want marriage and a family, you can't use the 25 card. Step up and cut it out. These people don't get your time or your kindness at the sacrifice of mine. This is a man who's saying, I'm not playing games with you. Okay, obviously, if he's talking about if you want marriage, so obviously there has been conversation of them getting married, them taking the next step in their relationship, them moving forward. He's saying, you talk about you want to get married, you talking to talk, which this is such a good conversation to have because so many women do this. So many women be like, oh, we've been together for 2 years. Oh, how come you're not going to marry me? That's not fair that you're not going to marry me. You don't want to step up to the plate with me. I'm tired of being a girlfriend. I'm tired of doing this. And then when you really look at them and analyze the space that they're in, analyze their mindset, you're like, you're not even ready. You over here pressuring me to do something that you're not even ready for. You're not ready for that step. You're telling me you want this, that, you want all of these mature things, but your personality and your characteristics are showing somebody who is, extremely immature. But you want to do something so mature as marriage. So he is over here like, okay, listen, you want to be with me in a certain way. You want certain things from me. You want to make certain steps with me, certain strides with me. This is the criteria. You can't have it both ways. You can't do whatever you want to do, hang all out, with all these people, make all these bad decisions, and not respect me or our relationship. I respect myself too much. This girl put, I don't care for your misogyny. I would like to know. What about this message is misogynistic. This is a person clearly stating boundaries, clearly explaining what they feel, how they feel about the state of the relationship, what they're willing to accept, what they're not willing to accept. They are just putting it all out on the table. He didn't call her out her name. In these messages that we could see, he didn't, disrespect her no way. He talked to her straight up. He even validated the things that she said when he didn't even have to do that. He didn't have to say, I respect your love of surfing. Who cares? He could have been like, man, forget all of that. I'm not down with it. Either take what I said or leave it. Because I'm standing on what I said and that's it. He is showing that he's listening. He's articulating himself in a certain way. Women can't be pleased. Now let's go on to the next one. Okay. This is what got me. Okay? This is what got me. She had the audacity to say, I hope my ex has a daughter. Maybe she'll turn him into a real feminist, because the fact that he calls himself a feminist now is laughable. I'm trying to figure out, honestly, what is the aim of women nowadays? Because you say that you're trying to turn your man into a feminist, right? Where I guess is going to put women above men, because feminist is not about an equal. It's not about that. Y'all are about them diminishing their own standards, their own feelings, their own opinions, and taking yours on. But to me, it seems like with these conversations, it is a strong arm into forcing a man to live and see life through the eyes of a woman at all times. But when is a woman ever going to see life from a man's perspective? So it's showing he must see things from your perspective, but as a woman, you should never have to see things from a man perspective. That's so ignorant. In this message, he said, it's just constant and doesn't reflect where we're at or where you say you want to be. I respect your skill and your surfing. I respect how you want to present yourself. I respect that you're hot and beautiful. And I respect however you want to live. But I also respect myself and what I'm interested in my own life and what I let into my heart and in my inner circle. So celebrate yourself and your life however you please and shine bright. But I don't want to have to deal with it. So you're mad at him because he stated his claim. You don't agree with his claim. And he's saying, okay, cool. So since we can't come together, the logical thing is that we just shouldn't be together. Because I'm strong on my ways. You strong on your ways. All right, cool. You're beautiful. No love lost. But I'm not going to be with you. You see, women can't take that. It's not just, you should see things from my perspective. It's you should see things from my perspective, and you can't break up with me or leave me if you don't. You only have to see it from my perspective. There's no other option because I want to be with you. So since I want to be with you and I don't want to compromise with you, you can't leave me. You have to bend. That's masculine. Because you're going toe-to-toe with this man. You're going toe-to-toe with a man. You're telling him, let me go ahead and show you that my cojones are bigger than yours. Let me show you that because I'm not changing. I'm not bending. You ain't getting no submission. You're not getting no cooperation. You ain't getting nothing. You're not getting it from me. So he's like, all right, let me check the deuces. So since he said, let me check the deuces, now you on social media talking about that you're going to expose him. And all you did was expose yourself. All you did was come on here and expose your immaturity. How you done lost out on a man who's obviously sure of himself and respects himself. Girl. What gets me too, what like really gets me is that these women come out here and they post these things and they really think like it's, oh yeah, women are going to be like, I can't believe this, how dare he do that? How dare he say this? And what's interesting to me is that in his messages, you can see the difference between men and women drastically in relationships, because he's in a space that he's willing, right? He's saying, I can see you get to this place. He's not even operating out of a place that she already is at. He's saying, I can see us building to this. I can see us working on this. I can see you working on yourself and then us getting to this place. I can see it happening. I know you're not there yet, but I'm willing to work with you. I'm willing to work with you to get to this place. But none of that counts. Because as these modern women are self-centered and selfish, they think the world revolves around them. They think that everybody has to bend, to whatever it is that they want to do. Maybe they come from situations that, people just always told them yes and never told them no. When they actually get told no, they flip out. They throw a big old, tantrum. So then, he said this message to her. He said, take some accountability and operate with respect. It's that simple. I'm tired of your attitude towards this surf culture. I can't say the other message. And he says, in the place, because I deserve respect, period. I have been more than patient, and then stuff like this is still here. Forget the concert, the place, and not respecting me always in every situation within that culture, or you don't get it. And you don't get me. It's hurtful and unacceptable to me. Get it? I don't know if you get it or care more than me, even after Dr. Stern has said it loud and clear. So she highlighted that Dr. Stern is their couples therapist that they were seeing once a week for about 4 months. Y'all, please. This man is not even married to you. Okay? He done given you the time of day to even go to a couples therapist. In his messages, he's exposing that even the therapist couldn't get through to you. This man is saying, you put everything before respecting me, before our relationship. And this is that boss chick mentality. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you're secondary. And you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what not to do. You can't stop me. I don't care about your opinion. I don't want to hear it. You hush up and just sit cute on the side. You just be my little, my little nice piece to look at. And when I'm ready for you and when I want you intimately, then you just give it to me. But that's all you here for. To buy me stuff, to give me stuff. But you can't tell me or dictate anything that I should and should not be doing. How can you have a man who's in a relationship with you, who's not even married to you, willing to take the steps of working on your boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, willing to watch you grow, okay, willing to wait for you to get to the space of maturity that he can marry you, to share his life with you, and you throw it away because you having a hissy fit? Boy, I tell you. You know when she's going to learn? When he move on and get married to somebody else who will. When she get into other relationships and she sees how patient this man was with her, and that other men don't feel the need to be as patient with her because they don't have that same love, that he had for her. Because now you don't put all this stuff out there, so you don't expose yourself to even the potential men that you're going to date. If you're going to date men. You done put yourself way out there. Oh, I'm not willing to do this. You'll get somebody who either be with you and say, oh yeah, I don't care about none of that, and just use you for the good time and chuck the deuces to you. because they don't want to own up a girl like that. Or you're going to get with somebody who just as fluid as you and who feels it knows. Your feelings going to be hurt when you start getting treated the way that you was treating this person. I think that the worst part about this message, I don't even want to, finish reading his messages. He was basically telling her straight up, like, listen, let me know what's up, because I have a premiere coming out for the movie and I don't want to take you. I'm not going to pretend that it's something that is not. I'm just going to go ahead and tell them I need one ticket, or I'm going to take my mama or something, because I don't want to deal. And she had the audacity to say that she is with somebody who is emotionally harmful to her. How? How are we even putting this in the category of emotional harm? We have emotional harm. We have physical harm. We have verbal harm. How are you even putting this in any of those categories? This was blanket. So this just goes to show that these women are really operating out of this space of you really have to vet these women properly. And I always say it too. In the early beginning stages, you got to tell that woman no and see how she act. Honestly. Because this woman trying to wreck everything didn't have anything on him. But God forbid they had any situation that was somewhat close to against the grain that we could be looking at him side eye. She was holding all the ammo, because these messages are from 3 years ago. She holding all this ammo so she can go ahead and say, hey, see, he's not the guy you think he is. She probably was waiting for him to go get into a relationship. Who's to say if he's not in one now? And she's like, oh, he gonna leave me? You think he's a good guy? Look at what he did. He's an emotional harmer. How dare he? That's crazy. That's absolutely absurd. It's like women are sitting down and they're getting they're literally entering the relationships with a pen and paper, making note of all the possible things that you could be doing wrong, so that when they themselves ruin the relationship, they can flip the script and blame it all on you. Say it was your fault. It's not just toxic, right? This is a step further than toxic. This is detrimental to his livelihood, to any man's livelihood, their career, their health sometimes, if y'all know what I'm talking about, their freedom. It's insane. All because you want to throw a tantrum. And because you can't do whatever you want to do in this relationship. He's like, listen, I think you're a great person. If you prioritize these things and you don't respect me for standing by these things, that's cool. We can be friends, but I don't want to be with you romantically. And you gonna call this man an emotional harmer? I can't. I can't. I know this video was a little lengthy, but we had to get through it and break it down. I would like to know you guys' thoughts on this video in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.